We are back once again, guys, right here on the channel for my Survivor Series review. You know, I'm going to be honest with each and every one of you. I'm a very disappointed Smackdown fan. Now, if you want to know why I'm lying like this, is because my brother's blinds behind the window is on the opposite side of my bed. Well, the bed that I sleep in. Because if you guys saw my NXT War Games review, I mentioned that I'm at my brother's. So here I am at my brother's place for a week. So this will be the room you'll be seeing for a week. I'm disappointed because I'm a big, loyal fan of Smackdown Live. And WWE just buried the and it's definitely something that it's difficult for me to watch a show that's a Smackdown fan and just watch what I just saw. It was disgusting. I'm a big Smackdown supporter. I've never really been a fan of Raw. It's more because, you know, Raw is the show that everybody watches. Raw is the show that everybody pays attention to. I don't care about Raw. Raw is like the show that everybody pays attention to. Raw is the show that people watch because Raw is the show. Is the show that everybody watches. It's like I said, I just don't care about Raw. And the thing that pissed me off throughout the entire night is that on the pre-show, I did watch the pre-show with my brother. The pre-show had Team Smackdown win, right? The Usos, the New Day, you know, they ended up winning. The Usos, because they were the sole survivors, and it came down to the Usos and the Revival. It was very good to see the Revival in this spotlight. It was good to see the Revival in this spot. But overall, this was the only match SmackDown won. This was the only match SmackDown won. And WWE had the balls to not even count it. They had the balls to not even count it as a victory. For the SmackDown brand. That is the thing that really angered me throughout this entire show. It was absolutely stupid. SmackDown got buried. WWE does not care about SmackDown. And it's a darn shame. It's a real darn shame because SmackDown has so much great, talented wrestlers on that brand. They do. They have so many great, talented guys on that brand. I guarantee you, if they were on Raw, this crap wouldn't happen to them. Honestly, this crap wouldn't happen to them. They wouldn't be buried. They would be in the winning team. They'd be in the winning corner all the time. It's a joke. It's a joke. I'm disgusted. I'm just disgusted as a fan for SmackDown Live, because SmackDown Live, they got robbed. They got robbed of everything here tonight. WWE did everything wrong. I'm not saying SmackDown should have won Survivor Series. I mean, at least make the matches good and at least make it unpredictable. It was so predictable all night. Team SmackDown, like I said, they won the pre-show. That was all they got. We had Team Raw for the women. I got the list of orders here. Naomi was eliminated in like the first minute of the match to Tamina. Got pinned within the first minute, which was a joke. Then you had Tamina get eliminated a second after Naomi. Then Mickie James went out next by Mandy Rose, or by Sonya Deville's sliding knee. Mandy Rose picked up the scraps. Carmella was then eliminated by Bayley with a Bayley to belly. Mandy Rose was eliminated by a bang statement. Mandy Rose was the replacement, and I know a lot of people would be disappointed about that, but I am absolutely okay with it because I like Mandy. Mandy Rose was next to go out by a bang statement to Sasha Banks. Bayley and Sonya Deville got the count out. They got a double count out. Now, with Mandy Rose tapping out, to me, with Mandy Rose tapping out and Sonya Deville getting the double count out, to me that tells me that Sonya Deville could be in for the big push and not Mandy Rose. I hope I'm wrong on that, because I think Mandy Rose should get the push before Deville. Next up was Sasha Banks. Asuka was all by herself at this point. Asuka lock to Sasha Banks. She taps out. And then 5 seconds after, Nia Jax squashes Asuka with 3 leg drops and a Samoa drop for the pinfall. And holy crap, man, did Nia Jax get booed out of the building. Holy crap, man. It was absolutely ridiculous. Every single time you would see Nia, the crowd would erupt with boos. I know why, but holy crap, man. And even the first syllable of her music, when you hear the ding ding part in Nia Jax's song, everyone erupted with boos. Nia Jax is now the most hated female in WWE because of what she did to Becky Lynch. So Team Raw won that. We had Seth Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura. This was a fantastic match, but wrong man won, and this is why I'm so disappointed. And it's an absolute joke. Wrong man won here. Seth Rollins got the victory. No Dean Ambrose outside interference, which is a joke, because Dean Ambrose should have got involved in this match. He should have, but he didn't. Here I am back. Got some pants on at least. So you got that. Seth Rollins, wrong man won here, because they should have had Dean Ambrose get involved. And Shinsuke Nakamura, man, fly buzzing around here. And bloody Shinsuke Nakamura, he deserved this win. Honestly, he deserved this win. He needed this win more than Seth did. And it would have made sense to the story for Dean Ambrose to get involved. But no. Doesn't even happen. Again, what a joke. The AOP versus the Bar, this was just a stupid match in my opinion. This was just a stupid match. Drake Maverick, pissing himself. He literally wets himself live on TV. I didn't even find that funny. I found that really stupid, and it was a stupid way to give the AOP the victory. I knew the AOP were never going to lose this match, so I knew the AOP were going to win this one. And at this point, I'm just disappointed that WWE are treating Raw like jobbers. Buddy Murphy versus Mustafa Ali. This was a really good match. A very good cruiserweight match. I really did enjoy it. Buddy Murphy, the right man won. Buddy Murphy retained the Cruiserweight Championship. Men's Survivor Series match, Team Raw versus Team Smackdown. Now this just pissed me off. This pissed me off, man. This was a joke. You want to talk about burying talents? You want to talk about burying talents? You want to talk about burying people? Well, Samoa Joe, he gets buried in 35 seconds. There was an argument between Raw and Raw on Raw's end. They're contemplating about who starts. But then Samoa Joe goes for the Kukina clutch, and then Samoa Joe works through it. No, not Samoa Joe. What's his name? Drew McIntyre works through it, and he gets a Claymore kick to the head. And Samoa Joe is pinned in 35 seconds. You have got to be kidding me, right? That is an absolute joke. An absolute joke. Samoa Joe is buried. Samoa Joe is dead. He's buried. It's an absolute crime. Finn Balor was next to fall. He gets eliminated by Rey Mysterio. 619, followed by a springboard frog splash for the win. Hang on a sec, guys. Just give me 1 sec. The next man to get eliminated was Finn Balor. Springboard frog splash. Dolph Ziggler was next to be eliminated by Shane McMahon by a coast to coast. And Shane McMahon, they all ganged up on Braun Strowman. Shane McMahon and everybody else ganged up on Braun Strowman to get him out of the picture so then they can lead. But then as soon as Dolph Ziggler got eliminated, Braun Strowman came back into the match and he just single-handedly eliminates 4 guys at once. He just eliminates Jeff, Ray, Miz, and Shane, and that was the end. Again, SmackDown got buried. Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte. This was a good match. I did enjoy it. It was really fun to watch. There was moments where Charlotte could have gotten the victory. And in my honest opinion, this could have been the perfect time to give Charlotte the victory. This would have been a shocking victory if Charlotte got the victory. But they went about it the right way. I did say to prevent these women to lose momentum, they've got to do something that could prevent any momentum lost. Charlotte Flair decides to grab a kendo stick and gets herself disqualified, and she just beats the living crap out of Ronda Rousey, and I loved it. I loved every single shot that Charlotte gave Ronda Rousey. I loved everything that Ronda Rousey got in that sequence. Just watching Charlotte Flair just pummel and destroy Ronda Rousey, that was just so satisfying. To me, it was so goddamn satisfying, and I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. It was just fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I loved it. Just seeing Ronda Rousey just getting pummeled is just what made me happy. It made me happy, and so much for the mainstreamers never turning heel, huh? So much for the whole sequence of, oh, the mainstreamers don't turn heel. The mainstreamers. WWE focuses so much on the mainstream attention people, the mainstreamers will never turn heel. You know, all that crap. All that crap. Like, that's the type of shit that pisses me off. Like, WWE always, like, people always say, oh, the mainstreamers get the mainstream attention, get all the mainstreamers get everything. Oh, the mainstreamers are all baby faces. Well, we got Alexa Bliss, who's a mainstreamer. She's a heel. So no. So good on Charlotte Flair. I loved that whole sequence that she did to Ronda Rousey at the end. It was brilliant. And if this is a Charlotte heel turn, then this is a big gamble for WWE. And also, people always complained about how Charlotte should turn heel. Well, if this was a heel turn, then I hope everyone's happy. You know, I find it hilarious that everyone was pissed off that Becky Lynch turned heel, and they were all booing Charlotte because of that. And now look, and now everybody is chanting, "Thank you, Charlotte. Thank you, Charlotte." Seriously, like, this is the type of crap that I just do not get with the WWE Universe. This is the type of crap that I just do not get with the WWE Universe. I don't. First off, you all hate Charlotte, and she does this to Ronda Rousey, and now you say thank you, Charlotte? Like, it pisses me off. Do you like her, or do you hate her? You can't switch back and forth. Do you like her, or do you hate her? Stick with one. That's the thing that annoyed me about the ending. And also, this definitely sets up the 4 Horsewomen match. This definitely does begin the 4 Horsewomen match. And I fully believe that this is the beginning of it. So this is definitely the beginning of the 4 Horsewomen match. I don't know how they're going to get to it. Maybe, well, I think they're going to go with it for WrestleMania. But either way, Charlotte gets herself disqualified. It's now 5-0 at this point. And this is when I knew. I just knew SmackDown were never going to win. At this point, I just gave up. I just didn't care. Brock Lesnar versus Daniel Bryan. This is a great match. I'm actually quite happy that Brock Lesnar actually did, actually sell to Daniel Bryan. And it was a very good, close match. There were points where, there were points in the match. So, in the end, Brock Lesnar gets the victory as always. I knew Brock was going to win. So Daniel Bryan wins. Like I said, SmackDown got buried 6-0, which realistically it should have been 6-1. I am so pissed off that WWE did not count the pre-show match. So that's the end of my Survivor Series review. I hope you guys did enjoy. Hit that thumbs up if you guys did enjoy. Comment your opinions down below on what are your thoughts on Survivor Series. Be sure to check out my previous videos as well. If you haven't done so, check out my NXT War Games review as well if you haven't seen that. And be sure to follow me on my Twitter at pvalentine95 as well. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I'll talk to you all next time.